Hello everyone, welcome back. We are back from our break, and there were a couple questions about initiative. Lafdul, you had a question about initiative?
I found it's +3.
Okay. Alright, once he rolls, is there anyone else who still needs to roll?
Ugh.
I'm still going full defense, so no.
Okay.
I'll roll for Braxon.
Leva, you've rolled?
Yes.
Okay. Higgimus and Yeldan, you've both rolled?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and sort that out. Alright, Braxon, you are going first.
Oh, joy. Okay, so would Braxon know where roughly where the invisible creature was?
You've seen Ockar dodging something, but he hasn't been hit, so you're gonna have to, tell me where you're using the thing.
Yeah. Okay. So Braxon's first got to get through this circular thing.
Yeah, now keep in mind that Ockar is within an area of anti-magic.
Ah. Right.
Your dust may not work.
Yeah, but Braxon won't know that, will he? Oh,
No.
well. And the thing's still invisible.
This is the
Yeah,
other
but
creature. You can clearly see that there's this bubble
Yeah,
around
you
him
could
after.
try shooting at that thing, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, you've already rolled initiative for that, so you're moving out of the thing.
Yeah. Can Braxon get down to here?
You definitely can get down to there. You could get behind Ockar if you wanted.
Oh, right. Well, is Ockar pointing in a certain direction? Because Braxon would figure that was a direction.
He's taking defensive actions towards the thing in front of him. I mean, he's trying to take defensive actions against something that's been happening behind him, but he is he is mostly focused on what's in front of him.
All right. I'll get Braxon to come down to, say, here.
Okay.
Because then he can move in with a normal weapon later.
All right. As you throw yourself through the glittering barrier, it almost feels like your body is being torn apart. Give me a saving throw versus death magic.
Lovely.
Death magic.
Oh well.
Probably
nice knowing
poison or
everyone.
fog or something. Oh, that's a fail.
It was nice knowing everyone. It's
Well,
another 7.
That is another 7, and
I am
that is
using
a
healing
failure.
proficiency.
So
I tried save him if he dies.
You cross the barrier, and this intense shock, as if your body was being torn apart, just washes over you, and you collapse to the ground, stunned, and you take... that is going to be 14 points of damage.
14 points damage.
Yep.
You still up, Braxon?
You're still alive, more to the point.
No.
Are you actually dead?
Not dead.
-7.
Bleeding out.
You hear Braxon give an intense gasp of shock, and he collapses, and it is not looking good for him. His body is convulsing.
You want to go save him.
Yeldan, your turn.
Okay. I'm going to move like here and then here.
I'm not seeing whatever. Okay, that all right.
Do I take an attack?
Okay. No, you do not.
Cool. And then I'm going to attack this square.
Okay. Okay.
That might be correct.
Your weapons just seem to
reduce that by 2.
Sweep through the air. You don't feel them come in contact with anything.
Okay. Reduce that by 2.
That's fine.
Because I'm not in the anti-magic thing anymore. Well, maybe it counts for the...
Alright, the golden armored Lakshu, is just basically going to do nothing right now. And Yeldan, you feel a blast of air strike at you.
Which direction?
Right in your face. And you take 15 points of damage from this pummeling force of wind.
Ow!
Leva, your turn.
I'd like to get a bit closer. Can I come? Oh, wait. I need to
Can't
show
move
it.
much if you're
Can I
casting
get to
spells.
about here and still cast a spell?
No, you can move about 15 feet at most to cast a spell.
Sorry, when I cast a spell, I use the wand of missiles.
Oh yeah, sure. You can move even further than that if you wanted to.
Nah, this is fine.
Okay.
So, to about, well, let's say here.
Yep, that's fine.
And she casts the wand of missiles.
Okay.
Twice, for two missiles.
Okay. Your missiles fly out of the wand and seem to splash against the back of the creature, and it doesn't seem to even notice that anything happened.
Okay.
Oh wait, has the Rhaegar been doing anything?
His
Yeah.
turn has not come up this round.
Yeah.
He killed the fire elemental in the last round.
Oh right.
Higgimus, your turn.
Alright, I am going to move here and bring my sword down on top of that thing.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Oh no!
He had to roll a 1 at some point.
So
throwing
you're,
a
you're,
greatsword and
you're
it hits
dropping
Ockar in the
down,
head.
and unfortunately, the nature of the
That's
curvature
just
of space in this place, it just has really thrown you off, and you let slip your sword, and it goes flying, skittering across the floor.
Bad luck.
That's where Stem picks it up.
That's the funniest thing I've ever heard you say.
Snowlark tries to strike at the creature with her pick, but misses. Lafdul, your turn.
I'm going to fly up and fly over the barrier
Okay.
and use healing proficiency on him, seeing Braxton's in more dire need.
Okay.
Healing. What was the rules regarding stabilizing someone?
Anyone can just bandage someone and get them to 0.
But what's the difference between me using healing proficiency as opposed to stabilizing?
I will let you
'Cause-
actually revive them. They have gone down, so they're taking penalties and stuff like that, but you can actually get them back to consciousness.
That's a success.
Alright. Also go ahead and roll the hit points, because they'll be at positive hit points.
Only 3 because it was just happened.
Do the chest compressions.
Yeah, 1.
Well, Braxon, you are at 1 hit point.
Woohoo!
However,
Oh.
you are still in shock.
Yeah.
You're free the barrier.
Can Braxon just give the
No, you can't
to
really do anything.
Lafdul?
You're completely you're in shock. You're stunned for the next 2 rounds.
Okay.
It's not like I cast heal.
We should move Braxon into the action because then the sword at least can attack. As it is.
No, the sword dropped out because he went unconscious. That ended the spell.
throw Braxon's body at the enemy so the sword will follow him.
Well,
Is that your logic?
you've been throwing a water skin and stuff. You know, we're just going
Yeah.
your logic here. It's contagious.
Well, actually, the water skin makes sense against something made of fire. Just saying.
Come on, bring it at me, old. I'm ready.
Well, before that happens, your black-armored friend unleashes another punch at the creature. And you do hear a howl of pain, like a sandstorm scraping across steel. And before anything else happens, Diavos comes up with his 2 rapiers and just kind of like does a swoop in with them both pointed out, makes an attack, and where did I put his stacko? Wow, he hit with both. I cannot believe that. Considering one of those rolls, I am shocked. He comes in and just jabs these 2 rapiers into the swirling mass, and it explodes in a burst of forceful wind and dust, blowing everyone back basically 15 feet. But no damage.
I'm blown back as well.
You and Beowulf are blown back into Yeldan.
Did I feel anything when I was blown back into him?
I mean,
did I impact anything other than him?
No, you felt yourself and Beowulf impact into Yeldan, and you are all prone. And that is...
Oh, no, that can't be good.
The end of this thing. Well, the good news is that the invisible thing already attacked this round.
Otherwise, it'd come finish me off.
But Yeldan, you get a second attack?
He's
nope.
prone.
Okay. Yeah,
I
you're
get
prone.
an extra attack every 2 rounds.
Okay, well, the question was more that he could then use that to get back to his feet. I am going to remove the Dancing Blade from the list because that has ended, essentially. And just as that happens, you see Varadra and another Lakshu arrive in the upper left, sorry, my bad.
Same direction Yeldan arrived
same direction that Yeldan arrived in. And both of them are looking in pretty bad shape. Seeing the party, Varadra shouts out, "More are coming! If anyone has any defenses, might be a good idea to put them up."
Oh, they're bringing enemies.
Ah, crap.
Yeah.
She is supporting the Lakshu, who is looking in incredibly bad shape.
Like every other Lakshu around here.
Well, I mean, at least she isn't dead. You do recognize her from one of the previous rooms.
Well,
Now, again, the fact that only Varadra and this one Lakshu come in might worry you a little bit.
how many of them are following you?
I don't know exactly. Not too many, I hope.
I hope.
We're all doomed.
Alright, so everyone can roll initiative. They can decide what they want to do.
I'm in the anti-magic.
Crap.
So
I'm gonna... Oh, crap. I can't really do much.
You can get yourself back to your feet, and you can move away if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah. What do I roll for that?
3.
Just 3.
I am going to
I have-
start casting a...
That
We've
sense.
got the impression that enemies are coming, yeah?
Yeah, also that that barrier vanishes. The cylindrical wall vanishes when the large creature disappears.
Is there a one-way passageway into this area?
There are multiple passages. There are the spots that I mean, there is the pathway that Vradra and Yeldan came in.
They being how big's that entrance? Because I might use wall of fire on that entrance.
It's about 20 feet in diameter.
20. Oh. Yeah,
Should be able to do 20
yeah,
feet
it's
as
got
a wall of fire.
more than enough. It would buy us time. All right, yeah, no, I will start going over there and attempt to use the scroll.
Okay.
Bear with me, I've got to look at the spellcasters. 4. What level is it? Might be important.
Might be important.
It is cast at 10th level. 25% failure. Do we get any information from how many are coming?
Not
No.
exactly.
Many?
Just a
Mm,
number.
she said not too many, she thinks.
I hope.
Alright, I will use the scroll. Actually, hang on. I can run at full movement and use the scroll.
Yes, I let you do that.
How far?
Can I cast
Well, look at what the range on the spell is.
Where is Frodja? I don't see her on the map.
Oh, did I not? I might not have put her into. Yeah, they're still in the GM layer. Sorry.
Just look. She's the way up here.
Top left, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same corner that Yeldan came in.
Range is 60 yards.
60 yards is plenty. You don't
Yes.
you don't really even need to move
Yeah.
very far.
Can I cast
Wow.
a level 5 spell from a skull?
Yeah. You just have a
You
chance
just have
to
a
fail it.
failure chance.
I have that anyway because it's at level 10.
Well, that's
Yes, it is.
right, but it's the casting level, not the spell level, that affects failure chance.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, this is a shame because this is one of the few spells that works in the phlogiston.
What, Wall of Fire?
Yeah. Wow. It can be cast at range.
I'm not sure if it can. I'd have to go back and look at the specific details. A lot of things still kind of blow up because they kind of take the assumption that
You
you're
need
sending
fire to
flame
cast it.
over to the point, or you may need
Fire
fire
to
to
cast.
cast it. But the point being,
Philosopherus.
it may
so,
not
yeah.
actually work in the phlogiston, so don't
Phosphorus
worry about
doesn't
that.
burn in itself. Generally, you have to light that on fire.
Who is
Oh,
in
so
what
it's-
shape? Who is going to be front person?
Braxon's
I'll probably be moving up that way. Once I
Braxon's
give
life
Ockar
is
my
flashing
potion.
before.
I
You
need
already-
to figure out any way to heal myself, because, yeah.
He can't be given a potion while he's got anti-magic on.
Sorry for the flashing for the viewers. I accidentally resized my window slightly.
Yeah, the only thing I can do is try to get into an advantageous position and see if that temporary healing potion is not destroyed.
How long does your anti-magic field still last?
I do not know!
Long time, basically. He can come over to Lafdul. He'll give you the physical bandage.
I'll
that case-
roll the dice, and he had a reaction to
Yeah,
it that makes
we
me
know.
feel like this is going to be lasting for a long time.
In that
We all
case,
got that
I'm going,
impression.
in that case, I'm going to try and cast Spell Shield on Higgimus. I know he has a what's it called? He has
Fly.
resistance, but I think this is a lot better.
All right.
Oh,
Probably.
shit. That a rare spell?
All right. Anyone still need to roll?
Yes. Sorry about that.
Okay.
I put myself to 99 because it's one full round preparation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Braxon can't do anything either, can he? For 2
Nope.
rounds.
Nope.
He's gonna do nothing really quickly for 2 rounds.
That's true. That is true. All right. So everyone's rolled.
Yep.
All right.
You could have crawled your way over to the other person.
I forgot to select my token. Oh,
Well-
no, I don't need to. Sorry.
Yeah.
Dumb.
Let me get that there. All right, so Varadra and Lamprey, that's her name. I've just accidentally given it to you. Not that it matters. They move in a little bit, and Varadra casts a spell on
Lamprey.
Lakshu,
Nice.
and she gets 5 hit points. She's looking slightly better. Slightly. Your black-armored friend, having been knocked back, just kind of stops and doesn't move. Ockar, your turn?
I'm gonna ride over to Lafdul, and as I do, I'm gonna pull out the temporary healing potion vial that I have, and I'm gonna try that after he does his healing on me. I'm gonna try
I'm
it
not
next
doing it
turn to
this
see what
round,
this.
but in a couple of
Yeah,
rounds.
yeah. I'm just riding over to you, and I
Okay.
have this in my hand to drink on the next round just to test it.
Oh, Lafdul, were you casting a spell?
I'm moving. It's a scroll.
As you
I'm moving then.
as you move away from Yeldan, you do feel a blast of wind against your back, but the great force of it seems to have missed you.
Oh, thank God.
I
Okay.
hope you haven't ruined all my items. Well, actually, they're in another dimension. Oh, my pouch is in a. Have you sealed my pouch?
I'm gonna be like
nope,
over
nope,
here.
nope.
Not...
You already moved. You already finished your move.
crap.
You're next to him.
Well,
So
all you have to do is move away from me.
Yeah,
Lafdul,
I'm-
your scroll is in the pouch.
Yeah, it's the scroll tube will be in the pouch. Would
Okay.
I know if it works or wouldn't work
Um,
after I move away?
So your hand is in your pouch, pulling out the scroll tube as
Oh.
Ockar gets close to you, and there is a fairly good force that kind of just expels your hand with the scroll tube from your pouch.
I thought he was going to cut your hand off.
Yeah, I did as well. I was like, oh, I get to figure out how my ring of regeneration works.
Usually these
If it-
things expel, so that's good. Snowlark is going to move up towards her sister. See what aid she can give.
They're all sisters, though.
So,
How many sisters does this woman have?
Yeah, I know. It
You,
must be a sisterhood. Because, like, a religion or whatever you call it,
The
clergy.
Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants?
Oh,
you
God.
can ask her later. Higgimus, your turn.
All right. Can I go pick up my sword?
Yes.
Pick up my sword, and then can I start moving towards Leva?
You can.
How far can I move?
You can get to Leva, especially if you picked up your sword.
Okay.
Okay. Yeldan.
I stand up and I'm going to spend. I rolled to attack, but I'm gonna try to figure out which square in the around me is what creature is in.
Well, if you look at... Ockar got attacked somewhere around...
Yes,
where
but we still don't know the exact location. I'm gonna
You
take
can
my turn
you can make your
figure it
attack.
It's within somewhere there.
It's more in terms of ranged attacks and stuff like that, because you can basically make a wide sweeping attack with your sword. You're only getting one attack, not both, though.
Okay, that's fine. That is add 2 for invincible creature.
That is a hit. You feel your sword impact into something, and
Ha! Found you.
roll for a large creature.
Oh, it
Oh.
is.
But he grapple it, so we know where it is.
Ooh.
Good job with
Nice.
the damage.
You your blow felt pretty forceful, but it was stopped. And you feel a blast of wind come back at you.
AC's 2 now. Because Akka's not here anymore.
I need a saving throw
yeah.
versus death, please.
You rolled a crit?
I did.
I might be going down either way. Death?
Well, I don't have my healing kit because it's been sealed off, so...
You told me to come to you!
I know.
This was your idea. I would have gone the exact opposite
Well, I
direction.
didn't say directly come to me.
Okay.
You still said go to you.
Yeah,
So I went to you.
Well, no,
What's
neither
done,
of you
done.
would have known. Neither of you would have known this.
Oh, of course not. Oh, okay. Well, that's
What
that.
What
That's
did you
a
roll?
fail.
21 points of
Follow-
damage.
Oh,
You
yeah.
Dead? You dead?
Minus 21, -5.
Oh, you're not that dead.
Yet.
I'm not dead yet.
We're gonna have to be saved by the guy we came to save.
Well, anyone can stabilize someone if they're close enough. Doesn't have to be me.
All right.
I didn't know
so,
there's still a guy down there.
Next week we'll be playing Ghost Walk.
yeah, that's the fun part about invisible creatures, huh?
Yeah, I got my scroll continual very far. I was really reluctant against using that, even though I can't use it anymore, but...
All right, let's see.
Hello. You told the anti-magic guy to come
I
to you.
know, I'm joking, Jesus Christ.
I'm joking as well.
Hold on a second. Let me. I misplaced my little list thing. Hold on. There it is. Okay, that is going to be that.
I think my deity would appreciate the chaos this is happening.
He
watching this
might.
fight.
He might at that. And let me see exactly where that hit. So that hit you on the left arm, and your left arm is broken.
Oh. Okay, it's not like, at least I didn't lose it. That's what I was worried about.
In a couple of days, I can cast Repair Injuries. It'll be fine.
Lafdul, your turn.
Yeah, that's if we live that long.
He's
Not that you
doing
don't
up
have to do that
here
if
somewhere.
Okay.
He's
you don't have
sealing
to
off
cast.
that area with a wall of fire.
Okay.
Somewhere around there.
What is
I-
the failure chance?
25%.
29.
Ooh.
That is
Alright.
two very close successes.
I thought he had to roll high in order to fail.
Yeah, no, yeah. He. I mean, no. It's
Under
15%.
the amount.
or what? It's easier to just go under if you
Yeah.
have a number like that. All right, so
It
you
is
take the scroll
20
out of your tube and invoke the spell upon it, and suddenly a blazing wall of fire covers the entrance to the chamber from back that way.
I just got to check the duration on that now. Oh, I can have violet or reddish blue. Reddish blue.
All right.
Oh, it might be predetermined, isn't it? It's a scroll.
It probably is, but it just so happens that it was the color that you wanted there.
Oh, it could have been purple, violet, then Higgimus would have walked into it. It's so pretty. Burns.
Diavos,
20
the Rhaegar, comes in near Yeldan, who is down, and stabs with his rapiers into nothingness and hits with both. Where are my d8s? There are my d8s.
I guess Yeldan showed off where it was at the moment because he hit it.
Or,
I was
he might
looking
have
up.
something affecting him.
He might
That
have
allows
see
it.
invisibility or true sight.
Well,
Oh, actually, I was looking at the wizard version. It's yellow, green, or amber.
I can remove that
The
from the
range
list.
is even better anyway.
And
Actually, the cast time is 8, not 4. So I would have been 4 spots slower.
with the elimination of the wall, the golden armored Lakshu comes down and makes an attack. She is hoping that she and her master will be able to take out this invisible thing. Not with a attack roll like that, though. Let's see. So Braxon is stunned, and Leva.
Mm-hmm.
What were you casting?
I cast Spell Shield on Higgimus.
Okay. What is the failure chance on that?
What level are you, Leva?
Wait. It's level 10, so
That's
it's...
10%.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So the
Do you
spell
wanna-
does not fail from the scroll. Let's see if it works on Higgimus. Higgimus is affected. So what exactly does that do?
Okay.
It's... Spell Shield. Oh, here we are. It does an awful lot of things. It's -7 versus Beguiling, Charm, Suggestion, -5 versus Command, Domination, Fear, Hold, Scare, -3 versus Geese and Quest, and -1 versus Confusion, Feeble Mind, Antipathy, and Sympathy.
Okay.
And luckily, it does not need any components. Diamond!
All right. So let's see. Those are in progress.
And you need to know, 2
Mhm.
rounds per level.
So
Okay.
it's 20 rounds.
Let me go ahead
Oh.
and put
That
that
depends
down.
on the level that old...
No, you don't
That's
get
good.
level variation
On
Oh,
with
okay.
scrolls, and it's cast 10th level, so
Alright.
let me go ahead and modify that.
Are we at the... I just... At
So
99
you
now.
get a second attack there. No, actually, you're down, so you don't.
No, I don't.
And no one else. Okay. Alrighty. Go ahead and roll for initiative.
There is a note that I need to make
Mhm.
with the Wall of Fire.
Yeah.
It's
What is that?
I need to be. I did misread it quite a lot, actually. I must be. The wall must be cast so that it is vertical with respect to the caster. So I need to be on one side of the wall. So I would have to be like in a line of where it's going to be cast, like down there. So I would have to be like up there.
You can fly, so you can adjust. to
Yeah,
compensate.
I can probably move or close enough, and I have a range of 100 square feet. That's how much it will cover.
Can it form a dome?
Yeah, it can do a ring. Well, not
No,
dome,
it can do a ring. Can it do a dome?
There's usually an option. Wall of Ice can do it.
No,
Okay.
it doesn't say. It's or a ring with a radius up to 10 feet plus 5 feet for every 2 levels experience.
Okay. The curvature of this place functions as vertical, as horizontal. So you do not actually need to be perfectly, like in line with it, because, like, this spherical room that you're in functionally is an infinite flat surface while you're inside of it. Now, covering the barrier inside that tunnel is going to be a little bit different. So let me...
There is also the second component of it,
All right, what is that?
which is the wall lasts as long as I'm concentrating on it, or if it will last for 10 rounds. So I would have chosen the 10 round option.
Right, I kind of figured.
do I roll with +3 if I'm trying to drink this temporary healing potion?
Yep.
I mean, I don't think it's gonna work, but it's the only option I have right now to try to get myself somewhere.
Okay.
Could give it to someone else that isn't affected by it.
All right, so I would say that you've basically created a cylindrical tube of fire around the entrance, because you probably cannot actually.
You did a ring of fire that was tall enough to cover all the way to the entrance.
But the thing is that the hallways are not vertical to you. Like that's the problem. So they're horizontal to you, the entrance to them. You'd have to go into the hallway to do this, and you would not have enough room. So you could create a ring of fire around the entrance, so that anyone transitioning from the gravity of the hallway into the gravity of the spherical chamber would have to walk through it. Unless they can fly.
Well.
It's a risk you have to take.
Yeah, well, I've already cast it, so...
Yeah, so that's
I'll
what you
just
did.
Did the best option I could have done.
Okay.
Would I be a lot closer than I assume?
No, I mean, you wouldn't really need to be any closer. The range is
The
still
range
the same,
is-
correct?
80 yards.
Yeah, so you would not need to worry about that. But that does require me to check something.
And then if you made the inside of the wall, the part that does damage, wouldn't.
Yeah, what is
Depending on
the
how-
what is the distance on that, on the getting close to the wall?
What is in once it sends forth waves of heat dealing 2d4 upon within 10 feet and 1d4 within 20 feet.
Yeah, okay, so
the
anyone
wall-
anyone coming out of that tunnel will enter that even if flying, so...
Yeah, the wall condition. Yeah, if they go for it, they take even more, but across
That probably-
that, it's like 4d4.
If they go into the wall of fire, yeah.
It's not gonna... overlapping sections don't double up the damage, though.
No. That's if they choose to walk through it rather than fly.
Oh, right. Sorry, misheard. I just need to check something.
Creatures especially subject to fire take additional damage, and undead always take double.
Okay. All right. All right. Let me finish rolling my stuff. Let me get.
They can roll a thing for and pass through it.
It's probably only safe for half damage, though.
It might be if I'm casting it directly on them. Successful save throw enables the creature to avoid the wall.
Yeah,
while
that's
it's
that's if
Yeah,
you're
that'd be-
trying to capture something in the wall, like something's coming towards you. You try to wrap a cylindrical wall around it. The saving throw means that they dodged out in time. And let me move you guys down here.
It's another turn tracker as well in rounds.
What is it, 10 rounds?
Hmm.
Okay. Alrighty.
Are we good?
I need to roll initiative, but otherwise, yeah. Okay. So with that, let's go ahead and do that.
I'll get to find out if my pouch will eventually reopen.
Should be open now because you're not in the anti-magic.
He
Probably.
would have to spend time trying that, so that would have to be something related to his action for the round. So if he was, wanted to pull something out.
Well, when I'm walking back over to Yeldan, I'll be fumbling for it. Or trying to.
Okay.
That's going to be my next action. Oh, wait, so this next round?
Yeah, we're rolling initiative for this round, for the next round. You got your wall cast already.
I'm just walking over, and if I can, I'll be using my healing proficiency. If not, I would just be trying to stabilize him, I guess.
Actually, no, I think I screwed something up.
No? Alright.
Because, Ockar, you were drinking the potion, right?
Yeah.
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 Next round. Oh,
No, it's this round.
oh yeah.
Yeah, I got myself confused. Sorry. So, yes. Alright, so you drink the potion,
Nothing.
Yeah.
and nothing happens.
Well, great.
Water. You drank some water, though.
It was water.
Well, that's just great. Is the aura still up? Am I still screwed?
The aura is still up. You can see
You
it.
won't die from magic.
Yeah!
You'll just be
those-
pummeled into the ground or something instead.
Those casters can't throw their magic at me, but I have like 3 hit points.
They've just got to hit you.
Wait, no. Hold on. Let me think for a second, because
You just have to hug the things as they come in.
I've confused myself. Hold on. No, I think we are on the new round.
We
Yeah,
should
that
be on
was
the
the
new round.
last.
Yeah. Sorry.
Are we on the second round or the third round?
Did the Rhaegar kill the Invisible Stalker?
No.
It did not. No.
Alright, so there's still combat.
And invisible stalkers are medium creatures. FYI, they're low.
I got them down
Might
as,
not be.
as large.
Really?
Yeah, remember, you did large damage.
I don't know if it's. I guess it's not. Yeah, it can't be a summoned creature. Otherwise, the magic would have dispelled it. Theoretically, the anti-magic would have got rid of it.
Not if it physically came here through like plane shift or something.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh, I had already rolled mine.
Yeah, you'd already rolled yours for the potion. Luckily, it looks like
And now I know it doesn't work.
you might be first anyway.
This is the second round where Braxon is stunned, though, isn't it?
It is, yes. But you'll
Yeah.
be
Oh
you'll
wow,
be
I'm slow.
better next round.
Oh wait, I got +2 because the haste. Is that still affecting me?
Yeah, it's still affecting you.
I'm at 9. My intention is to be walking over to or running over to Yeldan and trying to access my pouch.
Well, I have an idea. It's probably gonna get me killed, but I have an idea for next round.
Yay, an idea! Don't forget, you could always go pick up your spear as well.
Yes. Can I sheave my saber even after drinking the potion
Yeah, I'll let you do that.
and go and pick up the other weapon?
Yeah, I'll let you do that. That's fine.
Yeah. Because my plan is to charge at whatever comes out of that firewall first.
Okay.
You can set to receive a charge against something
Yeah.
running through it.
Well, no. I plan to charge it.
Alright.
You know
There you
what, Ockar?
Because if I'm dying in a blaze of glory.
Well,
When-
that could be arranged. I'll just shove you in the fire.
You know, Ockar, when your anti-magic thing wears off, that thing might turn back into a healing potion in your stomach.
I don't think it works that way.
No, it
No,
definitely
he's
does not
already
work that way.
consumed it.
Okay.
But, yeah. I'm not going to sit around and be a coward.
Aren't you? Lafdul's a coward.
Yeah, but that's you.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I'm a
Lafdul-
thief, so...
Lafdul's taken levels in coward.
I've taken levels in courage and
Honor
not making the most sensible choices.
Okay, so everyone has rolled.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that is going to be.
Well, I
that.
say
Hang
that
on.
coward. I've not actually played him too much of a coward, actually. Other than the role-playing.
What's that,
I
Braxon?
mean,
I'm just thinking, we followed a yellow brick road here. We've got one woman. One of us is a scarecrow. One of us is a lion.
Am I the 10 man?
Well, you know, yes, you are, and
very fitting.
if I remember correctly, it has been a very long time since I've watched the movie, and I think I'm remembering this, and I'm certainly remembering this line more from Mystery Science Theater 3000, but I believe at some point the Wicked Witch does say, "Have a little fire, Scarecrow."
Yes,
Oh,
he tries to
God.
light the scarecrow on fire with a torch.
So Braxon is the Scarecrow.
He does have no brains.
and Behemoth is Toto.
All right, Ockar. So you are
That'd make Ockar Dorothy, though.
you're going to pick up the stuff, and on the next round, your plan is to charge. So you've taken your
Yeah, I'm riding up to around like here or so to pick up my spear, and then I'm going to get ready to charge. Which direction will the things be coming in, probably?
You're assuming that they'll be coming in from the direction that Varadra and the other Lockshoe are coming in at.
Yeah, and I will get ready with the spear and everything. When they come in, I'm gonna charge them and try to impale them with the long spear.
You
Okay.
can try throwing the spear. Right, it's long spear. I don't think it.
Yeah, but that's my turn.
Okay, give me just a second.
What happened to Ockar's lance?
He left it on the ship.
I left it on the ship.
You can. He's already rolled his action, but you could, for example, cock his crossbow and just leave it on the floor so it's ready to shoot. Just pick it up, shoot it.
He's already doing too many.
Yeah, I know.
He could have
For
done that
another
instead of
encounter,
like
another
picking up his spear, but he got a plan already. So
It's a shame he didn't pair his ring with the spear. He could throw the spear every round and get it back.
I
You
don't
could do that
think
with a throwing axe.
I
You have a
could.
returning throwing axe, then.
Lamprey,
Oh, we're giving Ockar ideas.
the other Lockshoe moves down here to meet up with Snowlark. And all right, so Lafdul, the area of effect of the fire. That's 2d4 within 10 feet and 1d4 within 20 feet. The wall of
Yeah.
fire? Okay. So basically anything coming through is going to be going through, within 10 feet. So that is going to be this.
What is coming through the portal?
You see nothing.
Oh crap!
Lafdul, your turn.
Ockar.
He's going back all... Hang on. How far can I move? Should be able to reach. Show... Oh. Where the hell's this? Yeah, I should be fine. I'm hasted.
You're going down to...
can I go behind and try to... Yeah, as I'm going down, can I access my pouch?
Yes, you can. However, as you are moving towards Yeldan,
I get slapped in the
you
face.
feel a blast of wind. What's your armor class?
I guess I wouldn't have... Would I have my shield up? I got one hand in my pouch. Probably.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. That roll was a hit anyway.
Oh.
All right,
If I'm
so
surprised it's AC 5.
you're almost bowled over by a Yeldan does go down to -6. You're almost bowled over by a.
Oh, it's at the end of the round that I got him.
You're
No,
almost
last round
bowled
was the
over
end of the
by a
round.
blast of air, but you do manage to stay on your feet and get to Yeldan. You suffer 8 points of damage.
Oof. I'm down to 6.
Nick.
Do I vaguely know where it is and I just point out?
You were kind of.
Well, people observing the fight will notice I got hit.
Yeah.
Did you swing at it?
No, he was going to Yeldan. So go ahead and
Yeldan.
roll your
Efficiency.
proficiency.
Sorry, I closed my card. Shit, I'll bring it up.
I can just roll a d20.
Yeah. It's got a -1. Oh, okay.
There you go.
This is the second round, so he only gets 1.
All right, but he's up at 1. He is. You bring him back to consciousness, so next round you'll be able to do things. However, you will be suffering -2 to attack rolls.
Lafdul, combat medic.
He's trying.
Leva, your turn.
Am I correct that the enemies will probably come from up here, and the firewall is up here?
Upper left, yes.
Okay. So Leva, at the moment, oops. Help! I'm trying to go the other way, but
There
This
is no
invisible
help.
stalker's going to be like, oh, there's a wizard over there.
no, the whole area is moving when I move my token.
You know, wizards are delicious.
You need to. Yeah.
They're squishy, and you don't have to spend a lot of effort getting through the.
I'm trying to I'm trying to come up here somewhere,
Where?
but I'm having a
Scroll
real
up.
problem here.
I don't know.
I think
don't
you're
even
using
know
the
where
wrong
you're-
tool, Lever.
Refresh the page.
Yeah, I think I will. Just a moment.
I don't know
I
where
don't
your
even know
token
which-
is.
It's down on the bottom left now, but
Yeah, I tried to actually move it up, and then the whole area moved towards the bottom.
Okay.
Moved me
Where-
towards the bottom. So I do
where
a
was she?
reload.
All right, I'm moving you back towards where Higgimus was then, because that's where you started
Okay.
out. I don't.
Was it? Yeah. I thought it was like there. But...
I will join shortly. 10 seconds.
What was your plan?
I was going to move to the left side and prepare myself for a fireball and tell Vavradra to get out the way. Now!
Okay.
Actually, got a fireball of your own.
Are you casting the fireball or?
Yes.
Okay.
She's
The
gonna
fireball will be next round, not this one.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because she moved.
Now I have to find myself again.
I didn't realize Lava had the fireball spell.
She hasn't decided to cast it until now.
You might want to put yourself behind the two combat people.
Yes.
Well, I didn't mean like that.
I don't even know what she's doing. She's going all over.
Yeah, that's probably much too far. I don't think you can move that far.
I don't think she intentionally moved there.
What's
Alright.
the range on fire? What's the range on fireball Lava?
You can get to right behind Snowlark and the other
Alright.
Lakshu.
Okay.
There you go.
I can't be right behind them because if I then cast a
dodge out the
fireball
way.
over here, the fireball stops on the first barrier that it finds.
It's not hard to cast around someone. I mean, you can
Okay.
move. You can move like a foot to the side and cast it, kind of thing. That's no problem.
All right, and I
besides, if you-
scream,
Basically-
"Everybody, careful! It's a fireball!"
So the main times that comes into effect is when you're casting something and there's something invisible that you don't know is
Like
there,
the invisible stalker.
or something like that. Okay, so you're just moving for now. That's fine. Okay, that is going to be.
I have full trust that you get rid of the stalker.
There's another one now, apparently.
Don't trust anyone.
I don't think any of us have noticed that. Have we?
Well, you got hit by it, Lafdul.
No, not that one. The other one. Unless people were looking at the wall of fire, they wouldn't know that something just gone through it. Well, no.
Braxon noticed something.
Really? You're on the floor.
He noticed a white light with a hammer ship at the other end.
Yeah.
I noticed that. I have one shot at this.
Alright.
Okay, bursting up through the cylinder of flame, suddenly another of the six-armed figures comes in and begins flying towards you.
How far off the ground are they?
They are pretty far off the ground.
So I can't charge that. Gotcha.
And it cannot cast because it did just take damage. All right, the golden-armored Lakshu takes a swing with her Kopesh at nothing. Gotta stop rolling 5s and 4s for these people. Jeez.
That's your fault.
Nah, I'm gonna blame you guys. And another one comes flying up through
Oh,
that
lovely.
area and is going to take some damage.
Oh God.
2 more of them that can all cast multiple spells.
I hate these bots. I hate these things.
I'm gonna have to start using some higher level scrolls here. I was kind of reluctant.
Mm.
I think we're all gonna have to bust out the high level scrolls.
Seeing them up in the air, Snowlark curses, but she is going to move up, seeing that Varadra is still up there, having cast a spell before.
Lava did say she's gonna cast Fireball. Just gonna remind you there.
Yeah, no, she doesn't know that, though.
Leva said that her character said she was gonna cast Fireball.
Yeah, I
she
screamed
said
it out. I said,
she
"Fireball."
said she was saying it.
Right,
Get out
well,
the way.
she will take the risk.
So.
The Rhaegar is going to attempt to attack the unseen creature again. Stupid D4, pick up. And those are both hits.
Oh, you're rolling great for the Rhaegar.
It helps with his Thaco.
He's very high level.
And you see both of his rapiers impact on something, and Lafdul, you feel a gust of wind wash over you, and Diavos gives a satisfied nod and said, "That's it." And he turns back towards the other group, and he's just going to move a little bit that way. All right. Higgimus has stepped away for a moment, I believe. Are you back, Higgimus? No, he's not. All right. So he is going to head up this way. He doesn't think he can get in range right now, but he's going to basically be in front of Leva. Hearing Leva's words, Varadra's just running. She is just running. Let's see. What is...
We lost
Ockar.
James.
Yeah, you're back, Ockar?
Yes, the internet went down for like a few seconds.
Okay.
It's part of why I'm taking my laptop in to get fixed next week.
What's the default on the spell scrolls when you stop? They're usually parchments, aren't they?
Yeah. You cannot use them for new scrolls, though.
No, it's just writing paper for notes.
Yeah. Now, they might be useful in, like, spelling creation. Some spells may require ink that requires a used spell scroll, sort of thing, though.
Really?
Yep.
Well, Laughter wouldn't know that.
All right, Yeldan, you are you've been woken up by Lafdul, but you are not doing
Can I
anything.
drink a healing potion?
Nope. You can do that next round. Braxon, you the pain and shock of traveling through that barrier abate, and you pull yourself back to your feet, but both of you have gone down, so both of you are in bad shape.
Yeah.
Let's watch these things go away. All right, next round.
Braxon's going to look round and try and take stock of the situation.
You can
How
see
high up for those two things?
they're both about between 20 and 30 feet up.
And I doubt my wolf can jump that high.
Most definitely not, especially not with
You
you
could
on
put
board.
the wings on him and just get separated from him, and let the wolf attack by itself.
You could try to have the wolf attack. You could send Beowulf in to attack on his own.
That might get him killed.
It might get him killed.
Yeah, but...
No, there's something else I'm gonna do.
That's fine.
Oh, wait, but I have to roll my dice.
Couldn't,
Don't you have a
'Cause
crossbow?
I can throw the long spear.
yeah.
You also have a crossbow. don't you?
I'm not sure you can throw a long spear.
Why can't I throw a long spear?
Because it's long.
It's long. It's really long.
I can't do a long spear, then I basically nothing to
hold on.
because I can't hit 'em.
Normal spears are like 5 to 6 feet long.
It's like
this
a
is-
pike, like you.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's not quite as long as a pike, but it's still a good 10 to 12 feet long.
Can I throw a battle axe at them?
I mean, you could throw something at them.
You could throw. Don't you have a crossbow?
No, I don't. I dropped it.
Did you
All
drop
right.
it in here?
Yes.
You could go pick it up.
Yeah.
And I'll go pick up the crossbow, so that's a +3.
Sorry, I'm just looking at my spell scrolls a second. T scrolls level 12. Oof. Oh well. What's little fun?
Let's see. That's not the right sheet. Where did I put Vradra's information?
Oh god.
There it is. Now the big question is, do I remember what she used? Lafdul, what is the range on Silence 15-foot radius? I imagine
It's
that you
in
have
the pouch. It's in the pouch.
No, I understand that. The range on casting the spell.
Bear with me. As a guardian. The range I'm casting it.
Yeah.
120 yards. And it has a 50-foot radius.
Yeah. Alright.
On top of that.
Casting time is what?
5.
That's what she's going to do. Alright, Asher, go ahead and roll initiative. You moved up. There was no attack. Two things are flying.
Ooh.
Higgimus, sorry.
Okay, so
Wait,
there's
so
things to
Razzie-
move after.
Yeah, up in the upper left-hand corner. And yeah, you can still fly.
Okay, I'm just trying to figure out where I'm at here.
That's fine.
For
And
some
Leva
reason,
did say
my
she's going to
character sheet
cast a
disappeared.
fireball.
Yeah, you did hear Leva say that she was casting a fireball, so...
Well,
This is a
gonna cast
monumental
that
occasion.
way before I'm going to be able to get up there.
Maybe?
She's got quite a slow initiative.
She's pretty slow.
You're moving at the
Higgimus
same
slow?
time.
Well, she's going to be first.
Same time. Same time.
That's
Maybe.
actually really fast for Higgimus, so...
Yeah, but you're probably first because you alphabetically you're first.
No.
It
yeah,
still
once
goes
he
at the
starts-
same time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, you
So
can
if he's
delay
going to get
slightly.
he's going to get caught in the flame. Now I will let you say that you're going to delay, and that'll add 1.
Yeah, I'll delay.
All right.
Oh, if she indicated that she was going to be casting a fireball.
She
did.
said
She
that she was casting a
verbally
fire
said
spell.
that.
Yes.
She shouted
Alright,
at
I'll delay.
Varadra.
Because Varadra is like, yep, I'm out of that.
Although,
Not
with
like
anybody to
Spelljammer,
get hit
though.
with a fireball, I'm probably the best one out of the group to be hit.
Because there's a 10% chance that you won't get hit.
I'm fire resist.
That too.
Lafdul's casting his first 6th level spell.
Oh, goody. That sounds like I get some fun rolls for spell.
Yeah, I'm casting Entropy Shield.
All right, let's see.
I don't know what the negative effect of that spell would be, though.
I'm sure it would be fine. Don't worry about it.
Spells
The worst that could happen.
easily affect me rather than...
Or always affect you.
Yeah, it's like 50% chance to miss, so the opposite of that is 50% chance more likely to, so half their facu is an addition.
Everyone has rolled initiative, I assume?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
35% chance to fail.
Next round, isn't it?
Yep.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I was too busy being stunned. I think Braxon will have to fire arrows, seeing as those things are up in the air, and he can't afford to actually hit him. Is he going to get 1 attack instead of 2 if he's stunned? Or
Not stunned
Nope,
anymore.
you're just taking penalty. Yeah, you're not stunned anymore, but you're just taking penalties
Yeah.
to hit.
You're weakened.
Yeldan's drinking healing potion. You don't
where
have
is he?
yours,
Where is he?
Braxon,
Where is he?
anymore?
He
Yeah,
drank
I have
it
got
before he went through the field.
Oh, hang on. He needs to take healing potion.
Oh, do you have any other healing
A
potion?
regular one.
Yeah, so he might explode,
Mm-hmm. Won't be the
but he's
first
only
one.
got 1 hit point.
Wouldn't be the
If he
first time,
explodes-
indeed.
If he explodes, he'll probably die. But like, he's only got 1 hit point.
He's
Which
like,
kind of sucks.
It is
Yeah.
theoretically possible that you won't die. Theoretically possible.
So Yeldan, you're gonna have your temporary healing potion
Yeah,
as well.
that's what he's using.
So that's everyone used their temporary healing potion at this point.
Do I take the risk of drinking the healing potion?
Do it or don't. You need to hurry up and decide.
Yeah.
Just do it if you're gonna do it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a chance you'll die. There's a chance you won't.
Yeah.
At
What's,
this point, we're sitting at 1 hit point.
Yeah, I'm starting to use high level
Is it,
spells.
is it +3 for
+3, yes.
taking the potion?
Okay. Okay, Ockar, you are going first.
Picking up his crossbow.
Okay, so you pick up your crossbow and load it.
I'm gonna pick up the crossbow and load it as I ride over there
Okay.
to about over here, and then I'm gonna hop off my wolf, move there.
Keep away from me.
The way Lever says that.
I'm moving there so the wolf can reactivate its wings.
Okay. Stepping away from Bjornwolf, the wings suddenly reappear on it. Just instantly. No action needed. At the
Okay.
same time, above your head, a streak of flame streaks across from Diavos, and let's see.
Oh, he throws a fireball.
Could be a delay blast fireball.
And hits the closer of the two six-armed creatures.
Might not be fireball, though.
It is definitely not. You recognize it as Flame Arrow spell. Wow, that is like perfectly average. A 6, a 6, a 1, and a 1. Okay, so that is going to be... Alright, it definitely injured the creature, although it appears to have managed to avoid most of the blast. But its arms were in the process of moving, and that appears to have disrupted that. Alright, your black-armored friend is standing completely still and doing absolutely nothing.
Of course.
Braxon, you are drinking the potion?
Braxon didn't have one. Oh, he's normal.
He's drinking a normal heal.
Yeah, he bought 2 on Rado.
I thought Higgimus bought them. Oh, no, man.
Alright, so you drink it down. Let's see what happens.
Either a blow up or a heal.
No, it could have.
Now, there are many effects that could happen from potion invincibility.
You can go ahead and roll the healing.
Phew. How much is it?
2d4 plus 2.
2d4
All right. Same as the other ones.
Yes.
What was your previous potion effect? Was it the haste?
No, it was a potion of hill giant strength.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Right.
You feel a bit better.
Woohoo.
He's still strong.
He is still strong.
Yeah.
You still feel quite strong. All right. Varadra, having run far last round, spins on her heel and casts a spell. And that is unfortunate. You see no effect, and it seems to have no effect. All right, Lamprey
There's an area of
is
silence somewhere.
moving up here.
No, I assume
Yeah,
she
it
was
goes behind
targeting
him.
the creature, so...
Yeah, it went behind them far enough that they were out of the effect.
There's silent fire.
Okay. She does not have any ranged ability, unfortunately. So, next up is... which one are you? That is this one. Okay, this
the one
one
that got
is
hit.
able to act. And, its arms... one of its arms stops, and 5 missiles come flying out of its fingers
Towards Lava.
Not
towards the two Lockshoes, Varadra, Higgimus, and Leva. So
There's
first
5
of all-
levas right now.
I know.
I want to point that out.
I know.
She's got a thing on anyway.
It does affect Higgimus. Higgimus, you take 4 points of damage as the missile hits you. The Lockshoe that came in with Varadra takes 2 points of damage. Snowlark takes 4 points of damage. And
Those gonna need cold shot.
Varadra takes 3 points of damage. Luckily, she got her spell off, even though it didn't have any effect. And Leva, there's 5 of you.
Yep.
Pick a number from 1 to 5.
I did. 2.
Okay. One of your images pops and shatters as the missile strikes it.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good to me.
Okay. And Leva, just as you are finishing up the words of your spell, that creature winks out of view. But go ahead and tell me where you're targeting your spell.
Where is there a doorway? And if yes, where is it?
These two are already inside. The doorway is behind them, down about 20 feet.
Okay.
What's the radius on that fireball?
The
Fireballs
rain,
are 20?
20-foot radius, but it's 33 10 by 10 by 10-foot cubes.
That's only inside enclosed spaces. You're in a large enough area that this does not count as an enclosed space. So
Okay.
it's basically.
No, I would do it right
How
here.
high are they? How high are they?
They're about 20 feet high.
Both the same height?
Well, one of them just winked out of view, so, but yeah, they were close to the same height.
All right.
They're close enough
I'll,
to
I'll,
would-
put it,
Let her decide.
I'll put it here
Okay.
at about let's say 20 feet, about 20 feet, at about let's say 15 feet height. So it goes up a bit and down a bit.
Okay.
Yeah. So it at the height where it will get them as well.
You're on the ecliptic glare to them.
Hmm?
Is that right? Or...
All right.
What?
So this is your spell, correct? Not a scroll.
Yes, this
Okay.
is mine.
Let me roll
Level.
variation.
And that-
That will be a fireball.
This is my first
with
fireball.
a wild surge fireball.
One level higher.
Fireball.
So
Ooh.
roll 96.
Wow.
Yeah, sadly they get a maximum of 10d6, I believe.
Okay,
damage,
so
not
you point your fingers ahead of you and decide on the position, and a streak of fire flies out from your finger instantaneously, reaches the point that you designate, and there's a great whooshing sound as it explodes into an enormous ball of flames. You see it wash over the one nearest you, the only one that you can actually see, and it just drops to the ground,
Sounds good.
dead.
Yay!
Sounds perfect.
Done.
On the other side of it, another one, the one that winked out of view, winks back into view as it is incinerated and drops to the ground dead.
Sounds good too.
Nice
2 for
work.
2.
And
job.
at the same time, there is a burst of wind within the
Oh, you got
the
the
field
invisible
of fireball, as the invisible
the-
stalker that was in there is also killed.
Nice.
Oh, wow!
2 for 3.
Fireball.
Nice one.
Combat is done.
Oh, that's
do I
it.
use my scroll, or would I have cancelled it?
You would cancel it.
Yay.
Good job, Leva.
Lemon just ended that fight with one fireball.
Yeah.
To think that we were all ready to die.
That was pretty
Bro,
lucky.
I can roll my healing potion.
Yeah,
was
that
pretty
was
lucky.
very lucky.
Good job.
Yeah,
man.
you-
D4.
I
You
fully
saved us from
expected
death
one
there.
of them to just sort of shrug it off.
You got pretty lucky. I failed all of their saving throws. Otherwise, some of them would have survived. And the invisible stalker hadn't moved yet. Otherwise, it would definitely have been out of the area of effect.
Yes.
It also helped that they had to go through
The firewall.
Mhm.
the wall of fire, but they didn't actually go through the wall of fire. They all had flying, so.
Still.
Yeah,
Sorry,
but they
Shirley,
did.
invisible
I mean,
stalker,
it did
fine.
it did weaken them all. Although one of them did only take 2 points of damage.
Stop the spells.
So, when does this anti-magic have any signs that it's gonna fade anytime soon?
No, you're permanently.
It doesn't give a sign when it fades. It just winks out of existence. So you'll just have to wait.
I'm going to stand far away from the rest of the party right
Okay.
now while I wait for this to fade.
You just sit down and rest because
Yeah, I'm just gonna find some place to sit down and relax and. Yeah.
Well, you don't actually know that combat is over. I was telling you out of character. However, Diavos flies over towards you. He's still up in the air. Surveys the entrance, and you see him put 2 fingers to his forehead and close his eyes. And a moment later, he says, "Yes, it appears everything is gone now."
Thank
Oh,
you.
goodness.
He
Thank
turns to Snowlark and says, "My dear, thank you for bringing assistance. I assume there was some sort of time stasis in place since you were gone mere moments." He's talking to Snowlark. She comes over and says, "Master, yes, I don't know exactly what was going on, but that does appear to be what was happening. I found these people entering the sphere. I do not know how they arrived exactly. I believe they made it through your tests."
Yeah, we made it through on Rattle. We found these 2 complexes using a map and got these artifacts that created a kind of tracker of some sort that brought us to this crystal sphere.
He turns to you, Ockar, and says, "Ah, yes, you must be the leader of the group. You found my tests and succeeded. I do appreciate. This was not exactly as I intended it to be found. I will let you take some time and recuperate. I need to check on a few things, see how the sphere has fared in my absence. Snowlark, Lamprey, Golden Jackal, please look after them if you can. I understand
We don't
that
know
you are
how long
injured."
you guys were stuck in your stasis.
Yeah,
we found
what's-
Snowlark in a container of softwood.
Yes, I will look into it. With that, he
this-
kind of
I'll ask you a
turns
question.
and before you can ask anything else, he kind of zips out of the chamber.
Oh, okay.
All right. Does anybody need healing potions or anything like that?
I had to wait for this barrier to go away before I can get any healing.
Lafdul, do you need a
magical.
healing potion?
I'll regenerate.
Oh, that's right.
Braxon says, I've got another healing potion, but I might explode if I drink it.
Yeah,
Really?
I'm gonna sit. I have a healing potion, but it won't work until I'm out of this. So I'm just gonna sit down somewhere.
That's unfortunate.
He says there's no more enemies, so we can just rest and recover for now.
Yeah, I'm just.
Yeah, let's do that.
I
Yes.
want to ask that Rhaegar what year it was, if he realizes how long time's passed.
I'll walk over to the multiples of lava.
I'm just
And
moving. I'm moving all the tokens up so that you can. You're close together.
You guys see the map now?
And I want to say something. Lava, good job with that fireball. That was very handy. Saved us a lot of trouble there in the end. Good job.
Should do that more often, Lafdul would say. I mean, big
Leva
map
doesn't
took
react
long.
much.
So, Snowlark kind of gives you guys once-overs. Doesn't seem to care much for the injuries that you have, but then goes to speak with her sisters quietly for a moment, and then leaving the other two to look after you as much as they can in their sorry shapes. Just so you know, the one that came in with Roger came in with 1 hit point, and the other one is down to 2. So
I could bandage them up for like 1 hit point if they want. I'd offer.
if you're offering, then they will
Yeah.
take that up.
Don't mind.
Snowlark goes over to look at take care of the corpses of her sisters.
I'm going to look over the corpses of the things we killed.
All right.
2 successes for 1 hit point each.
All right.
Braxon says we should go back to the other room, see if we can find any survivors.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Varadra says, I don't know about the other room, the one that Yeldan left, sent some crew into, but none of those with me survived.
We lost a lot of crew.
Yeah, let me give you the numbers right now. You lost 6 Giff and 30 crew.
Jeez. 6 Giff? Oh, God. We lost pretty much all the crew that we sent out.
You lost all the crew that you sent. Varadra gives you a quick report. She and Yeldan entered a chamber just as the time stop seemed to end. This was after they'd sent off one group of crew.
Oh yeah, there was a fireball.
So they sent off one group of crew. They're moving to the next chamber, and that's when the time stop ended for them.
Did they get hit by the fireball?
No, they weren't. Frozen. No, they weren't in the fireball itself.
Oh,
they were just they actually got into that chamber after things started, and actually, I need to let me double check something because I think Yeldan was there first, and then Varadra's crew came in like shortly thereafter because it was in separate groups. But essentially what happened was the first chamber that they went in, they acquitted themselves quite well. They had a number of... they had some survivors. But in the second chamber, things did not go well, and it was Varadra and, you would now learn, Lamprey, were the only 2 left. Varadra recognized, Varadra was injured down to 11 hit points, and Lamprey was almost dead. And that's when, and she basically said, we need to go, and followed the direction that Yeldan went. Because Yeldan left her in charge with what was left of the crew while trying to meet up with you guys.
This has been a disaster. I hope we get some kind of worthwhile reward for getting so many of our crew members killed.
It's not very paladin-like of you, asking for a reward.
I feel like the reward is more...
That's like the trope of every video game ever.
I think that the reward is more towards paying back the families of those that we accidentally got killed.
Let's say accidentally. They signed up for it.
I would call this a Pyrrhic victory type of thing.
Yeah.
Disaster. Disaster in mind too. We completely lost everything.
Disaster would be if a party member got killed.
I mean, you guys survived.
I wouldn't say that.
You won. Like, that's the thing, you won.
Mm.
Hey, I'm probably
We did.
getting enough XP for
So
that
that's why I'm not saying it's a
disaster.
Those were some high-level casters.
So, Higgimus, you go over to the one that was in this chamber when you first arrived, the 6-armed creature, and there is on its body a shimmering metal disc. As you look at it, it kind of goes through the colors of the rainbow in sequence, as well as a white wooden wand with a silver cap on it.
That's the one that had the wand of frost. The cone of cone.
The one that hit me with the cone of cold.
And me, I think.
That was only me and my wolf that got hit by the cone of cold.
So you head over to the other 2 corpses.
Was I able to grab both of those things? Or?
Yeah, you can grab both of them.
Oh, they're letting us loot the place.
Yeah,
Watch, you don't seem to care.
we did help kill the
And
creatures.
you said a rainbow disc, right?
Yeah. One of the two that you find near the entrance, it has a gold braided ring with a large green Cabochon stone.
Okay.
And taking a look at the other one, where are you in my list?
Oh, sorry. What color was the stone?
Green. And the other one has two of its hands are actually, you know what? I need to check something. Hold on. Because they both did fail their saving throws, and those items might be destroyed.
Sad face.
Item saving throws, go!
You're going to tell us what gets
Let's
destroyed?
see.
Yeah, that's the downside to Firebolt. It's better than dying now, so.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was.
Didn't you shoot 2 + 1 arrows?
Alright, you got the ring. You didn't get the other thing.
What was the other thing?
Gloves of missile snaring.
Oh, they catch arrows out of the air.
Yes, but only, like, I think the
That would have been
Yeldan and
amazing for
Lafdul would
Brax.
make good use of it.
No, Braxon would, because he uses an offhand.
Ah, yeah.
Empty offhand. That would have
Oh,
gone
yeah.
through, probably.
He would have been able to catch arrows mid-air.
Or
Braxon.
Yeldan, he'd be like, yeah, pass me that arrow, I'll shoot it back at you.
Yeah.
So after a few moments, Higgimus is looking over that, some discussion. The other two, Lockshoe, allowing Lafdul to administer to them. The Rhaegar comes back in and lands down at the ground near you, and his armor just like vanishes, and he's just wearing simple clothes. You see an amulet around his neck that is looks kind of like a feather with a rainbow hue to it. And he looks at you, Ockar, and says, "Ah, my friend, unfortunately, my plan has not gone as I expected. My paradise has clearly been destroyed. Knew I shouldn't have used dust. Should have used lightning. That's what I will do next time. That is
Yeah,
neither
we kinda-
here nor there, however. The paradise that would have welcomed you is obviously going to need some reworking, but it will be done few centuries, I'm sure. I do not anticipate much longer than that. But I will have to think of some suitable reward for your assistance. I am sure that I and my companions would never have made it out alive without your aid. I will think of something suitable. He sees Higgimus is kind of looking around, coming back over with the ring and the wand, and he says, "Ah, yes, those creatures had things. You're welcome to take them. They are of little value to me. They are minor items, if that."
I'm gonna stand up and say, yes. I am Ockar. I'm a human paladin of Tyr. And I'm just glad that we were able to help out as best we could.
Yes, I have heard of that one. I believe my people taught him the basics of justice some millennia ago. Yes, go on. What were you saying?
I'm glad we were able to show up when we could to help deal with the problem, even though we lost quite a few crew in the process.
Yes, I have lost many lockshoe, it appears. The helots are of no matter. I can make new ones in a matter of weeks. It will take me quite a time to replenish my lockshoe, and they will need some time to mourn their losses. He looks over at Lamprey, Golden Jackal, and Snowlark, who has returned. You do see what might be a twinge of sadness on his face, but then it is gone, and he turns back to you and says, unfortunately, my facility here is in no state to host guests. I will need you. I will ask you to spend an evening on your vessel. I'm sure you will need to recuperate. He gives a twirl of his fingers, and a table appears in front of you, lined with bottles. And he says, for your injuries, you may wish to take these, although I would advise you to wait some time before doing so, and take them at fixed intervals.
I need to wait for the anti-magic field to fade away anyway.
Would not do to have my saviors exploding on me.
Yeah, I had used the scroll to block the magic of that one caster because I didn't want to get hit by another one of those cones of cold.
Yes, I have created many such things in my years. I'm sure it will fade in a matter of half an hour, if that.
Well, that's good.
Just take your time. I will need to set some things in order, and if you do not mind, I'd be more than happy to meet you on your vessel after a time of sleep, say 10 hours?
Yeah, our vessel is the Battle Dolphin out there. Yeah, that sounds good.
Yes, I understand that.
Yeah.
I'll say thank you very much. Please allow us time to get our dead and wounded out of whatever this is.
Of course. If you should find any more such trinkets on their corpses, take them. I have no need. I have no interest in such minor trifles.
Thank you, sir.
Can I impose a question? Are you aware of what we would consider what Lafdul's customizing him? I don't know what the right word is. Customized? Getting used to the time frame of like wild space. Basically, my question is: would he recognize our time as a time, as in how much time has passed for him? Basically, my question is: what's the year for him? Does he realize our time year date?
What's the date?
Basically, you're basically asking him what the date is. You know what he
how
the date was and how long he was frozen in time. You can simplify these things a little bit.
Yeah. I didn't know how to simplify.
Ask him if he knows how long he was
You
frozen.
don't know if he uses, like, everyone you've met
I know,
basically
that's what I'm
uses the
asking, if he
same
knows
time. So you could just
ours.
say, like, how long was this time stop in effect for? You could say that.
Yeah.
Well, if he even knows, we could ask him just what's the date for you.
No.
We can
Everybody
count
uses
as
a different kind of dating system. But knowing how long he was in there, he could say, oh, this many years or such. But if we ask him the date, it may be a completely different kind of calendar.
Well, Snowlock
Well-
doesn't
All right,
know how
hold
long
on.
she was-
Hold on.
Question.
Hold on. Lafdul is the one asking the question. So,
Yeah.
Lafdul,
Okay.
do you have a specific phrasing that you want to use now? Now that other people have put in their input.
I would say that this place is frozen in time for a lengthy period, or for what we assume is a lengthy period. Do you have any idea of how long you were kept in this frozen stasis? I mean, to us, the year is so-and-so, so-and-so, whatever brawl is.
And he responds, well, I mean, like, you would probably say, like, your default would
Oh,
be
yeah,
deal.
or whatever. I go for a few that correlate.
He says, your people do not use my people's calendar. In this standard reckoning of humanity, assuming that it's still the same, I believe that I have been imprisoned here for about 300 years.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, do you Have you ever met that armored individual over there? We ran into him on Rattle at one of your facilities, and he's just kept following us ever since. And he's the one that broke the stasis.
Yes, I am aware of his kind. I'll
To
note
your
that none of
creation?
you ever approached, like, you did not approach him to see if he stopped moving with that effect. It's too late now because you're already asking about it. Diavos turns to him. He's still just standing stock still at this point. And he says, Diavos says, "Yes, I am aware of his kind. They are called Zodar by your people, I believe. In all honesty, even my people know very little about them. They tend to attach themselves to groups like yours for a time, and do very unusual things."
We've been calling him Sten because he hasn't talked to us or anything. We didn't even know what a Zodar was until you told us.
Can I
Yes,
communicate?
you're not too likely to get a name out of him. I believe they are only capable of speech a handful of times in their lives.
Oh.
Okay. Well, he's certainly an interesting individual.
Yes, there are many theories about exactly what they are. Some believe they have something to do with the crystal shells themselves, and the fact that he has arrived here with you leads me to believe that there may be some truth to that matter. He kind of strokes his chin for a moment and says, "It is said that their exoskeletons are very similar to the material that makes up crystal shells. It is no matter. They do what they wish and go where they will."
Until we left Rattle, he just kind of stood around and followed us. After that, he started actually helping us in combat, so maybe he took a liking to us.
Wow.
You're welcome to think that. There's little that I could say one way or the other.
It's just a theory.
Yes, if you should need some assistance, I believe I may still have some helots on my aesthetic that could assist you gathering up your dead if you wish.
Yeah.
Anything that you could do to help would be much appreciated.
Yes.
He snaps his fingers, and suddenly 10 mannequin-like humanoid figures, about human height, bit shorter than Ockar, but substantially taller than Braxon, appear. Each one is different, but they are all their skin is all appears like porcelain, and he turns to them and says, "Assist them in the gathering of their dead as you can, and then return to my ship when you're done." Without a word, they turn to you and just stare, waiting.
Okay, I'm going to...
Are you the only Rhaegar? There's not many of your kind we've seen. You're the only one we've ever seen. Are your kind like extinct, or not extinct? It's the wrong wording. Very few. You scattered. No homo?
We like our own thing. I believe I have a cousin Cosette somewhere out there. And if you should ever meet Hastane, stay away from him. I would highly recommend against having any dealings with him.
We will take
there
your
are
words
others-
under advisement.
You will likely encounter one of my brethren at some point in the future.
Mm,
It's
Well-
Stain,
Sure.
did you say?
I'll look over to Ockar. Ockar, could you please go get the troops, or not troops, our crew. Look
Yeah,
after them.
I've got that handled, and I'll have the helmet help me out with that.
Keep in mind that Ockar is close to death.
Yes,
Oh.
yeah. Remember that. I'm waiting for the half an hour to pass so I can actually grab one of the potions.
Ockar and Braxon are both out of commission. It's just me.
Higgimus,
Lever.
maybe you should handle that. I'm kind of having trouble staying on my feet at the moment.
Were you knocked out? I'm sorry.
He wasn't
I
knocked
wasn't
out.
knocked out.
He's
I'm
just
at critical health.
he's at 3 hit points.
Okay.
I'm at 3 hit points out of 48.
All right.
So I'm like, I can still stand, but I'm breathing heavily.
So you can gather up the bottles that he left on the
Yeah.
on the table.
Yeah.
Just put them in a bag, and start like having the helots collect the bodies and take them back to the ship if you want.
Yes, let's do that.
Okay.
And then
I'll-
if there's
I'll help
anything
out as I
else,
can.
we'll peruse, or not peruse, but search over the dead that were left over.
Okay. All right. So you travel back. You end up in the room that appeared to have like beds and privacy curtains and things like that. It was pretty clearly some sort of barracks. And let me see. Varadra is with you. She is definitely injured, but she kind of relates the situation that went down there. Obviously, Yeldan left her in charge of the crew and went on to find you at that point. And they had come in kind of the middle of the situation, but things are, it's a mess. There's a lot of dead. I would have to actually look over the
this is a
details
shame.
for the number of exact dead and stuff like that. But you point out you're dead to the helots, and basically 9 of them start working, while one of them looks at you, Higgimus, and says, in kind of a monotone but soothing voice, direct me to where the others are, and I will inform my companions on what needs to be done.
All right. I'll.
But that
point it all out.
basically, they're starting, and it wants you to take it to the rest of the chambers. So that once it's done in this, once they're all done in this chamber, they'll come back into the other chambers to collect the rest.
All right, I'll do that.
All right. Looking over the bodies here, I believe there's nothing of note. You do not find anything of note. This is where one of the 6-armed creatures from this chamber came in. So, while the helots are collecting the dead of your crew, they also kind of put the dead Lockshoe in repose. You then travel with that one helot back to the extremely large room, and inside there you find the more remains of battle. However, that one that clearly went in much better shape. Yeldan would inform you that he and the crew were successful at defeating the enemies in here. Although there were heavy losses. You find on 2 of the 6-armed bodies, you find a black cloak, and it has a white claw clasp at the neck. You're able to remove that.
Claw clasp?
Yeah, basically
that's another claw.
It's a clasp.
Is that
just
the
kind
same
of shaped like a claw.
as my ring?
No,
It's got like a claw mark.
No,
right.
no. It's just the clasp. The clasp is made to look like claws.
It's an ultimate now.
Sure.
And on another one of the bodies, you find a red gold ring with a faceted stone. And I don't actually remember if I wrote down what color that was.
A red gold ring?
Yeah,
you just said red. Ruby?
It's reddish gold. No, it's a reddish gold ring.
Rose gold.
And, faceted red stone as well. Sorry, I missed that word. So it's like not just standard gold. It's more like rose gold.
aside from all the putrid dead and guts and blood and remains,
Yeah.
what's
Yeah.
it? Does this place look half decent? Like a nice place?
Well, this chamber was the one that had
In
that.
general, the whole complex.
Well, it's been racked by something. Like now that the time stop has ended. This large room that you're in, this is the second of the battle sites. This was the one with that large cylinder all the way through it, across it. And that it's still sparking, but it getting closer, you can see that there are big rents in the thing. Yeldan Viraja will say that during the whole battle, it was clearly like letting out arcs of electricity, although no one was close enough to be hit by it. That kind of settled down through the minutes that they were in there. And leaving that chamber, you move to the other room that you saw the battle in, and there's only one body of a 6-armed creature in here, and it has a staff on it. It's a long staff bound in green and blue metal.
Well, that's a potentially useful item for Lava.
You can't really use staffs.
Can't you? I thought that was things all wizards could use.
Nope.
I mean, she can use a staff to, like, if the staff has powers, you can use the powers. You just aren't proficient in using staves in combat.
Mm-hmm.
Right, that's what I meant. Not for a weapon, but for, casting from powers.
Yes.
Assuming that this thing has such powers.
Presumably, you could learn how to fight with the staff.
Mm-hmm.
The helmet with you after you point out the corpses of your crew gives you a curt nod, Higgimus, and leaves to rejoin its other companions.
Is this room empty-ish of people other than us?
Now it is, yeah. This is the this third one is
Alright.
the garden chamber.
Lafdul wants a new holy symbol. He's going to find something to grab.
You could pick a plant.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Wow.
You grab a leaf.
That might not be a great holy symbol,
no.
though.
No, there's got to be something.
Can he
Is
use
it like a trowel or something?
You see no gardening tools whatsoever in here.
Can't he use half a dissolved laxu?
No, I've got to steal it. There's got to be something they possess. That's why I'm stealing something or want to steal something.
Oh, a laxu.
I'm given an
that.
opportunity to get any holy symbol. I've got to take it. So I'm gonna look for something. I'll just roll, I guess. I don't know.
You can roll, and I'll tell you if that's there. 10
Just
hours
roll
later.
times.
No, I'm just rolling.
48.
Clothespin.
There are no clothespins in this chamber.
Roll again.
Like I said, 10 hours later.
One!
Oh,
Just
one's
ask
a
what's
bell
in the
pipe.
room and take something.
Yeah, what is in the room? That's what I wanted
It's
to
an
find out.
enormous garden, but there are no gardening tools. And there's a fountain. There are small streams running away from the fountain.
Is
Are
there
there any
like
coins
is there
in
fancy?
the fountain?
No, yeah.
Let him
that's a good
ask.
point.
Let him ask. So, like,
I was going to ask, is there like a fancy rock that's loose or something somewhere? A fancy rock rather than a regular rock.
There do not appear to be any particularly fancy rocks. No, the streams run along what appear to be single pieces of stone. Like, you see no seams. They're not like piled up or laid out smooth stones or something like that. It's the all the paths through the trees are lined not with like individual stones marking everything, but maybe about 4-inch high barriers that seem like a mixture of stone and metal. Like they're
Any of them
cold. They're cool
pliable?
to the touch. You see no seams in them. I mean, if you want to like hurl yourself into some of the plants and start digging through
well, people are clearing up
soil.
bodies. I'm just looking for something.
Right. Well, if you want to start
gonna go
like moving the plants to look through the soil for loose stones, yeah, but
I'm pretty sure I
Don't
can't
know what
use
you're
loose
gonna
stone as a holy symbol.
that
You
might
could if
be
you're
an issue.
technically stealing it from a place.
But are you technically stealing?
Yeah, it's not mine.
Stone.
And you can carve a little design on the stone later.
Oh, there might be something in another room, I guess. It's probably not the best room for.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
stones and water.
I don't think we got told we could loot the black shoe bodies. You could
Yeah,
presumably loot one of them.
I can't. When I originally, the very first thing before even as soon as combat started, the first thing I want to do is steal a holy symbol because it would be counted as stealing. I
Well,
couldn't,
you
because
may
there's
have to
nothing
wait
there.
on that event.
Alright.
So with that, you've informed the helots and start making your way back out to your ship. Along the way, so you had 2 other exits from the garden. You came in through one way, and there are 2 exits basically perpendicular from where you came in. You remember one led directly to the exit, and the other led to another chamber before leading to the exit. You think that one may have had some stuff in it.
Okay.
So, which way do you want to go?
Who are you asking?
I'm asking the party.
All right. Anybody remember exactly where that other room was?
I made that little sketch on the other thing, which is how I was remembering to get around.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Hold on. I'll bring you back over there. I think it was here. Let's see.
Can we be 100% certain that there's nothing in the areas we haven't explored yet? Like enemies and stuff?
The red guy said that wasn't.
Yeah, the Rhaegar said that wasn't.
And it's always right?
It's his place, and I assume he has some sort of magical connection to it.
And he did
Yeah.
kind of say you should go back. You can go back to your vessel now.
Yeah.
So, which one of these was the garden?
Just came from it.
Yeah, but
That's the garden right there. And which room are we trying to go to?
You're trying to go back out to your ships.
Yeah, then we should go that way.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we
Wasn't
go-
there another room that we thought there might be stuff in? Is that not what you said?
But we're only allowed to take the stuff from the enemies, the 6-armed
Well,
things.
We
Well, if
were.
haven't found those enemies, then we can't
All
loot
right.
them.
Hang on.
Which directions was there again, Old?
So you came in. Basically,
Yeah.
you came in from here to here, and there were 2 exits.
Hang on, because when we unfroze,
All right, hold on. You're overthinking it. The point is, you've been told that that you can go back to your ship. Lafdul, who is not obviously telling anyone else this, wants to
Yeah.
steal something.
yeah, but Higgimus got told we could take trinkets from the people that we defeated,
Yeah,
and there's 3 rooms where there were fights.
Right.
So have Higgimus been to the 3 rooms with
Yes.
fights in?
Yeah.
Well, then we go back to the ship then.
Yeah, then we go back to the ship.
But there is a lab. Did we go through the lab?
No.
On the way back.
No, we came from here. It sounds like, which is
Right. Well, then Lafdul could go to the lab.
That would be
If Lafdul doesn't feel,
suspicious.
if Lafdul wants to do that, he's splitting from the group.
Yeah.
No, I'm
It's
just
up to
going,
Lafdul.
That's up
I'm
to
just
Lafdul.
going through the bodies, just making sure that everyone's been taken out. That's why I wanted to do it through as we were going through room for room, coming back towards the ship. There must have
Right.
been some-
Well,
Well-
Varadra would have told. I mean, Varadra would have told you that none of her people went in any other room, and Yeldan would tell you that he sent a group to the room that you're in right now with the garden, and you found those corpses.
Yeah. Well, if we went through the 4 rooms for the fights, we could have gone through the lab as well.
You didn't though, because I would have told you if you did.
Yeah, but when okay, but
But what
if Lafdul wanted to steal something, he could have said, "Let's go this way," and we wouldn't have stopped him.
He didn't
Or
bring
you
it
know,
up.
we
He
still
didn't bring it
can.
up until you got into this room.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
All
if
right,
we've
we'll go
covered,
back to the ship, and if Lafdul wants to sneak back to the lab, we probably won't
I'm
stop.
not going to sneak.
all right. So if we've gotten covered all the rooms with the fights, then I'm fine. We can go back to the ship. That's what I
Yep.
want to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
So I will take the path that we believe would lead us back to the ship.
Okay. So you make your way back out. You pass through pass by more dead creatures, but they were not. They were already dead when the time stop took effect.
Mm.
Okay. You.
Were they frozen in time while they were dead?
The corpses were frozen in time. Yeah.
So they're not rotted.
No.
Are they friendly ones or hostile ones?
Yeah, there were helots, and there were a couple Lockshoe in there.
Right.
But you
There you
get
go.
your way. You make your way back out to the large chamber where your ship is essentially docked. It's not quite where you left it.
Drifted.
It has not drifted. It has actually moved, and you see that the platform with the pillars is gone. But there appears to be some debris or smoke or something roughly where you remember it being.
Do it up. Reason.
That must be the ship that belonged to the Spellweavers, the other creatures.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get everything aboard the ship and look over to see what's gone wrong.
Okay.
All right.
You make your way back to your ship and are greeted by your helmsman Nemariel. Seeing the ragged state of the party and the
Lack of crew.
significantly reduced number of people coming back, she expresses some concern. But before you can say anything else, she also gives you a quick report and says, Captain, while you were gone, everything kind of shook and everyone felt sick for a moment. And then that strange vessel that was over there, it started shaking just mere moments ago and glowing. I had Nor move the vessel very quickly, and then that thing exploded. We were far enough away that it didn't harm anything, though.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's very good.
Quick thinking there.
Thank you. What happened to the rest of your crew?
There's a lot of what I call them, monsters.
6-armed
You're a monster.
spellcasters.
You could
These
call them
weird
something like
six-armed
fiends
beings
or
were attacking
enemies or
with-
foes or something like that. You probably would not call them monsters.
weird.
Hostiles that engaged us.
Yeah, these
Yeah,
six-armed
hold on.
beings just annihilated.
Well, so inside we had to fight these 6-armed spellcasters, and they used very devastating spells.
Oh my.
We barely were able to beat them all off.
I hope we have enough to get home. I'll get some crew to help you. I see there's many of you are injured. She calls to some crew who come to help you. At about that time, the
Reluctant to
first
go
groups of helots come, bringing the corpses, and they seem to have no trouble just like pushing themselves off from the interior edge while carrying bodies that they've wrapped up. Somehow they got cloth, and you don't know where it came from, but they've wrapped up the bodies.
I'll mention to the crew that these things are expected.
Okay. And with that, we'll go ahead and wrap up the session. And let me start totaling up some experience points. Okay, that should be... Alright, I think I have enough. Alright. Where's my... Oh, I haven't opened up my calculator yet. Of course I haven't. Alright, so... Let's see. How many experience points do you need to level up, Lafdul? Kind of curious.
Basically, 1,800.
Yeah, I hope you're ready to level up, because I think that's gonna
happen. I knew I'd level up. I get to reroll my hit points, anything better than 2.
You mean get your level back?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I mean, I get to reroll my 2 hit die. I get 1 this time, probably. I'm going to be still sad.
That will be very funny.
Even if I get a 2, I've come out as a net plus anyway, so...
I think... Doesn't it allow reruns of 1s?
No. I can take half, or I can reroll, because I've regained the XP.
I might if you've... Like, I mean, if you had, like, 2s and 1s and a bunch of times in a row, then yeah.
I've had really good rolls.
Well, I understand that, and I'm saying you in the the generic.
No.
Then I might allow something like that. So, but not as default. I don't allow the 1s to be rerolled just by default.
I thought we did it in the past one time.
One time, yeah, but I think that was like Higgimus after he'd gotten like 3 2s in a row or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I made the joke about, it went off the table.
Yeah.
There was some awkward silence and confusion.
Yeah.
Okay, what did I miss?
I am about to give
XP,
out
that's all.
experience points.
Yeah, you missed the XP, so you don't get any.
How many arrows did you get?
You roll.
Did you get 1 arrow?
All of them.
Did you? Oh.
I had to make 2
Nice.
separate rolls. I just had to make 2 separate rolls because of
1 regular.
1 was a regular and 3 of them were +1s.
Oops. I forgot to
I
add
had to
in some
reboot
things.
Chrome is the reason why I ended up leaving board. Chrome was bugging me to reboot it. The
I
little,
like the way
you need to update Chrome symbol was red, so I was like, oh, fine, I get better up.
I like the way someone was suggesting in your Twitch chat that I should pickpocket the party for a holy symbol.
I mean, you could.
It's a totally valid thing to do.
Could. It might piss people off, but you could.
You might end up with a longsword stabbed into your thigh.
Yeah, I know, right?
Let's see.
What's the maximum damage of my magic missiles?
5d4 plus 5.
You already killed 1 crew member. You want to kill an officer as well?
Yes, she does.
I don't think that would go that well.
If it
Even
starts
if it was
stealing from me, yes.
But I think most people would understand with Lafdul. Just
Yeah, nobody
I
would.
think so.
because he's Lafdul.
If it was Lafdul, then people would understand completely.
It's perfectly acceptable to steal from your friends.
If
And it's perfectly acceptable to shoot them with magic missiles if you steal from them.
if Lafdul robbed something from Braxon would spend a whole month saying, "You know, that looks exactly like my thing. I can't find it. I don't know where it's gone."
All right.
You don't know who to rob it if you're gonna steal from the party. You know,
Ockar would go, "There's Vault!"
All right, Higgimus. 10,400 experience points.
Hit points. I'll
yes,
take it.
yes,
Take
hit
it.
points. Hit points of damage. You're dead.
Oh, okay. Have fun, guys. That was 10,000. What?
10,400.
Those things were worth a lot.
Yeah, I think Higgimus would take. I think Higgimus would take 10,000 hit points and not have the XP if that was on offer.
Braxon, 11,700 experience points.
Hit
Wow.
points.
No.
You keep saying hit points.
Yeldan, 10,700 experience points. Leva, 10,400 experience points.
Wow.
Lafdul, 9,400 experience points.
9,004.
Oh, fuck.
And Ockar, 11,300 experience points.
Okay. Holy crap.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna post how close I am to my next level.
Oh, I've already leveled.
Hey, you got your level back.
Yay, getting the level back.
Yeah, it means I get my third level spell back.
I need 6,000 more experience points.
Congratulations.
Yeah, hell of a lot closer than I am.
So you're gonna roll for your hit points, Lafdul?
Yep, I'm almost done.
Hurry up! I want to see the hit point roll.
I
Come
know.
on!
You want to mock me for when I get a
1.
a 1?
Yes, I do.
Yes,
That's-
of course.
that's
we
what
all
I'm
want to
hoping.
mock.
The thing is, he actually has a chance of getting better than he did last time.
I know
As
that.
long as I get better than a 2, I'm happy.
I know that. That's why I'm waiting, because I want to see if it's better or worse.
Alright, priest, D8, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's got no con. Alright. Wish me luck, no cursing me behind the scenes.
Come on, 1. 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 Come on, 1.
Run.
Ah,
You need-
yes,
it's a
that's
5.
Dave.
Dang it. Oh, it went off the table. Got to re-roll. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Yes.
Not a bad roll.
All right, so when we come back next week, we'll
Looking for
wrap up with a bit of a role-playing session with the Rhaegar, and then you guys will probably be on the rather lengthy trip home.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless you have a way to
Very
get us
limited
back
too.
to Brawl Space without months.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see.
We'll have to find a way of
Well-
supplying our ships.
We might encounter something on the way back, and if other people don't know the way to Panopa Space, we could possibly sell a map to friendly people.
Well,
Tourist guide.
our first job is that we have to get out of Panopa Space and back to whatever is the closest space to Panopa Space so we can restock on food.
Back to
Well,
Rhaegar.
is there not
And
Or
is
back
there
to,
not a
Winterfell.
planet nearby where we
Not
can chop down some trees to build our ship with?
no.
no.
No. Everything in
No.
this sphere has been destroyed.
Right.
The only thing left is this one complex we're in.
So
Let's
when
just
we,
hope we don't have to eat our companions.
well, I mean, you got 6 dead Giff and 30 dead crew members if you really are desperate.
Oh, that means Higgimus lost all of his gift.
No, he didn't lose all of them.
Not all.
Only half.
He had 10.
Majority.
Ooh.
I know what Braxon's going to be doing on the way back.
Oh, I gotta update my notes on
We
how
do have
much
that
food
barrel
I'm-
of salted pork,
So tasty.
and then hopefully Lafdul can make food too. But
I can
So-
substitute. Yeah, we got less
We
crew
lost
members actually.
Lily 30 gifts, so 80 minus 30 is...
All right, well, we'll pick this up next week. Thank you guys for playing, and thanks everyone out there for watching.
Yeah.
We'll be back
Thanks
next
for
week.
having us.
Thanks for the game.
Thank you.